at Burning Man. Okay, went to the Orgy Dome.
Okay,
when you get to the Orgy Dome, you think you can waltz through those doors with on and just fucking dive into any piece you see, bro?
Maybe
that's what you thought. I bet.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were doing.
Thinking, no. You they put you on ice. You go in and like you sit down for like 30, like 20, 30, 40 minutes.
Who does?
You just sit there.
Hold on. Who does?
Anyone.
Shaman?
Anyone who goes in. There is some sort of like a shaman type. He's
in charge. Yeah.
No,
he's like, oh, you chill. You look a little too ready. Just calm down for a minute.
Everyone has to chill, no matter what. I remember going in and I'm like sitting on the bench there and I'm just like tripping around. Like this whole thing's weird, you know. I'm like dressed up like a G.I. Joe or something. I got like a whole mask.
Oh, you didn't walk in naked?
No, I didn't.
People do that though, right?
Yeah, but like me out there in the desert, like soft.
It's not.
My legs and body are so big around it that it would be like, oh man, look how small that guy looks next to his body.
Yeah, like
I can't be out there.
Some skinny guy walks by you with an absolute hammer, and you're like, nah.
Yeah, it's always them, and that's why I gotta be like you only get me when I'm ready to go.
Oh yeah, okay, sure. So
if I can't get ready to go, I'm like, you know what? I don't really want it.
Yeah. So you didn't walk in with your pants.
So I go and I sit down and I'm like posted up on the bench with like my friend. We were like, let's check this out, and we're sitting there, and there's a dude DJing, and he's just like got like all this fucking desert shit on, and it's like really dark and it's weird. Thankfully, you can't smell anything there, but this couple comes in that looks like they are swingers. Like they just have this vibe. Like they like are
the swinger look.
He's got like platinum blonde hair. He looks like he's like 45, but in really good shape, like hard vegan body type shit. Okay. And like his hair spiked up, like it looked like it was a sick look in like 98 when he was like
poly life.
Yeah, and his girl's there and she's older. She's got platinum blonde hair and they got this whole like metallic leather thing going on.
It's like Justin Brittany vibes, or no?
And they're just chilling. Yeah, almost like mutant Justin Brittany vibes.
Okay,
and there's like
poly Justin Brittany.
There's stripper poles there, and also like you're trying to be polite and not look horny and weird or anything. So I'm like looking, just looking down, but I do want to watch. I want to watch these people. They're weird. The orgy hasn't even started yet. They don't even orgy here. They orgy in there. This is just like the waiting room where you cool down. But there's like stripper poles, and so she's like on the pole spinning, and I feel like this is for everyone here. This is for us all. Like this is a little taste of what you can sip on when you come inside. And she's doing a whole thing, and he's like watching her, and he's like dancing, and so I can't get enough of watching them. But then this next couple comes in, and this guy is about like 6'4", like 275 pounds, big, huge, big, huge belly, so tall, big white fur coat. And like under it, just like little underwear. And he's with this like woman who looks like she's like 6'1", and she's thick. They look like tag team wrestlers. Okay, and she's wearing like a white fur getup. And he's there with his beard, and he's like watching her, like, and the other guy was like dancing with his girl. And then those two girls start to mingle, and then they're both like dancing on the pole together for their like guys. And now this guy who has a good description, like Justin Timberlake type things, like a little skinny dude, and this gigantic guy, and they're both like having this conversation right now. And this guy looked foreign. The big guy looked like he came from another land. And I'm just looking at him like, these people would never, ever have a conversation. They would never look at each other to have a conversation, except in this context right here, where it's the fucking Orgy Dome waiting room, and their girls both started grinding up on the same pole. Yeah. But I went inside there and sucked both their. It's crazy.
I was gonna ask. Yeah. You're a free use guy.
For everyone who can't see the stream and you're just listening, I am straight.
Yeah,
that was a joke.
Today,
maybe not.
Yeah, that sounds like one of my nightmares. I would not want to be involved in that. I would definitely like taking the people.
Anything there. So I walked in that room. When I walked in the Orgy Dome, the first thing I saw was this like very fat black woman with the biggest tits I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
And she was on her back and the boobs like fell to either side. They were like hanging on either side. And there was a fat white dude on either side of her just sucking. When I came in and I'm like, I had this like visor, this full face visor. So like I could like hear my breath in there. I'm like, and I'm like going around, I'm like, oh my god, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck?
And then you saw David
and also
Dobrik.
the person who I went there, this is like a buddy. So like we go to like our place and like we like get down there. I'm like, yo, this is fucking crazy. And they're like, I know. And they're like, I was like, shh, listen to the sound. Listen. And the sound is the worst. It was like, and it was like I could hear it, just so many people, and like
no,
like weird body parts hitting.
Yeah.
It's
not.
It was cool though.
I mean, it sounds like an experience for sure.
I was there for about like 20 minutes. So it was very chill. I didn't dive in.
I didn't dive
in. And I think, you know what? I think, and I'm going to be honest with you, I think people wanted me to get in when I came in there. I felt like a little piece of meat, kind of.
Can I ask you like a maybe you weren't close enough to get like a real like shot of this, but like are people like being safe? Like is this
you get there? No, there is like a big thing of condoms next to every bed. And
I've had lots. I'm sure you've had lots of.
No, I was there at a glance. Like I was like, I'm like there, and I'm like watching, and I'm like looking at like a threesome 4-way thing happening. I'm like staring at like the entrance way through my visor because I'm like trying to see if there's a condom on that, just for the tea. I just want to know, and no, there wasn't.
Yeah,
I saw quite a few no condoms. But yeah, anyways, I was at the Orgy Dome. For like 25 minutes. Took it in. It was quite the experience. I think people wanted me to participate, but you don't have to participate. You can like just be with the person you came in with there. You can't go in as a solo dude. They don't let that happen.
Be honest about one thing. Were you bricked up?